Try some anime with me, bro. Try some anime. Try some anime.
Let's go fucking run. Let's run like we're fucking lions and tigers and bears. Let's run. Let's fucking run. Let's fucking run. Let's go. Go, 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 go.
What you just witnessed is yet another unfortunate soul being somehow convinced to walk down the terrifying path of being an anime fan. A path which is only filled with misery and despair down the road. The path of the anime fan may seem bright and fulfilling at first, only when you realize you are now 30, single, overweight, living in your mom's basement and in crippling debt because you can't pay the loan you took out to pay for your waifu Dakimakura. Anime was a mistake, says critically acclaimed film director Hayao Miyazaki. I'd go one step further and say that anime is a drug. How many people's lives have been ruined because of this seemingly wondrous drug known as anime? Never forget the dying words of Rick James, the first person to succumb to this disease. Anime is one hell of a drug. The demographic of the anime addiction are known as weebs. They're unsightly, unpleasant, loud on social media, and worst of all, they're in a large amount, and they're multiplying quickly. Now what is the procedure to deal with these creatures known as weeb filth? One could say you could go full fucking psycho on them and no one would bat an eye. This is an effective method that has been used in the past, but it cannot prevent close loved ones from being saved from anime addiction. But on the other hand, if you can identify the correct phase the weeb currently is in, you can use methods accordingly to deal with your current situation. Allow me to walk you down these phases. The starting stages of cancer. It starts with purely circumstantial situations. Maybe you watched a really good episode of Naruto on a Sunday afternoon, or you accidentally watched an episode of Death Note while you tried staying up late for the first time. Now you're curious. You open up the family computer and you find out they're called anime, and they're made in Japan. You start watching these shows, you like these shows, and you start to search for more and more shows like these. This directly leads to phase 2. You're now a young budding weeblet. Congratulations. Binge watching becomes the norm, as the most anime a weeb watches is during this phase. Danger symptoms include changing your profile picture to an anime character and feeling like you actually identify with these characters. This phase is where you gotta put a stop to it if you're going to. It's like growing plants. You cut out the weeds when they pop out. Sit them down and kindly tell them, stop watching cartoons. You're an adult now. Go get a job, you deadbeat. Or just shoot them with a gun and do society a favor. But if this phase of weeb is left unsupervised, it leads to some of the worst human beings ever breeded on this earth. Almost everything's lost is once when a weeb develops a taste. Keep in mind, joining any sort of fandom, even outside of anime, is bound to be an endless cesspool of toxicity. But I can for a fact say that an anime fandom is the epitome of toxicity. Common symptoms among this phase include detachment from reality, unable to find a partner. On the special occasion that they do so, they will struggle to maintain said relationship. Low self-esteem, shit-talking and garbage opinions on Twitter. Other symptoms include the weeb having a waifu or husbando, which still isn't a reason to be attracted to underage girls. Most fandoms are shit anyways. You got the Naruto fandom always gawking at you if you haven't watched the anime. You got the JoJo fandom always going, JoJo character. JoJo's weaponry, JoJo character, JoJo's weaponry, JoJo character, JoJo's weaponry, JoJo character, JoJo's weaponry. This can keep going on and on. So once it has reached this phase, it's time to do what must be done.